Hello, learners. Welcome to today's civic education class. And in today's class, we're going to be looking at the topic titled Nation, Meaning and Characteristics of Nation. So, in today's class, we're looking at what nation means, characteristics of nations, and the things we can do to help build our nation. So, it promised to be a fun and exciting civic education class. Stay tuned to learn something new today. Now, meaning of nation. Now, a nation is a group of people living together under one government. A nation is a group of people living together under one government. So now we have a group of people who are living together under one particular government, governed by the same rules, the same constitution, the same ideas. They are what they are referred to as what? A nation. Now, those people share the same land, laws, and identity. They share the same land, laws, and identity. Examples are we have Nigeria, Ghana, Spain, Morocco, Algeria, and many more. Like in Nigeria here, we live under same government. We have one president. We are governed by one particular constitution. We live under one particular land. So we are referred to as a what? A nation because of those various characteristics. So now let's look at the characteristics of a nation. Now, what are those things that we can see or those things that we can identify to say, okay, this is a nation and this is not. Characteristics of a nation. One, population. Now, for a place to be described as a nation, it has to have people who live in it. People has to be able to live in that particular place before it can be classified as a what? As a nation. Number two, divine territory. A nation has a specific land areas with boundaries. It must have a specific land areas with boundaries, and most times we call these boundaries what? Borders. We call this boundary what? Borders. Borders, this that means we refer to a specific boundary that separates one place from another. Like we have the Cameroon border. Now that border is just a particular part of the land that separates Nigeria from what? Cameroon. So for a place to be known as a nation, it must have defined territory. That means it must have a specific area of land and has boundaries that will separate it from one nation to another nation. The third characteristic of a nation is what? Government. A nation has to have leaders who rule and make decisions. So for it to be known as a nation, it has to have a government. That means people who are in charge, people who makes the rules, people who make sure laws are obeyed, people who make sure that there are order in the society, people who make sure everybody does what is expected of them, and people who tend to make the decisions for the place. So any place that has this, a government, can be classified what? As a nation. A place that does not have this cannot be characterized as a what? A nation. The next on the list is laws and constitution. Now when we talk about laws and constitution, there are rules that guide the people. Like Nigeria is a nation and Nigeria has its own constitution where various laws are stated. Rules that you should not kill, you should not steal, and rules that even guides election of people into government offices. So this constitution are one of the major things that characterize a nation. Many nations around the world have this constitution. They are just a set of rules that guides the people, that make sure everybody follow a particular order. Nobody does anything to harm anybody unnecessary, and to also make sure that there are consequences for every rules that are what? Broken. Next is sovereignty. Now, when we talk about sovereignty, a nation has the power to govern itself without control from another country. This tells us that this nation has the power to govern itself. Now, Nigeria was not always a nation. There was a time we were being controlled by the British. Now, during those times, we could not make decisions for ourselves. The British were the one who were in charge. The British were the one who make decisions. The British were the one who chose people who were in powers and there. But at a particular point in time, we gained our independence and became a what? A nation, because we're no longer under the British rule. We're not able to make our own decisions, decide our government officials, make our own laws, and other things like that. So we become a sovereign state, and that's one of the major characteristics of a nation. You have to have sovereignty. They have to be able to make their own decisions and not be governed or controlled by another country. The next on the list is common identity. Now, common identity means when the group of people share a sense of belonging, name, and nationality. Like Nigerians now, we are all known as Nigerians. Although we have various ethnic groups under it, but we all share a particular identity as what? Nigerians. So for a place to be characterized as a nation, they must have a common sense of belonging, name, and nationality. The next on the list is national symbol. A nation has to has its own unique symbols, such as flags, anthem, coat of arm, and pledges. Like in Nigeria, we have our flag, which is colored green and white. Other nations have their own specific colors of flag. That's one of the national symbol, which makes us to be known as a nation. We have our anthem, we have our pledges, we have our coat of arm, as you can see there on the screen. So all these symbols help us to identify as a nation. And in order for a particular group of people to be characterized as a nation, they have to possess all of these characteristics. They have to have population, define territory, government, laws and constitution, sovereignty, common identities, and national symbols. So all these are characteristics of it. All these are what makes a particular place to be referred to as a nation. Next, we're going to be looking at how citizens can build their nation. We already learned what a nation is. We've looked at the examples. We've looked at the characteristics as a nation. Now, we as citizens of a nation have roles that we need to play in order to build our nation. First of all, obeying laws and rules. It's always important that we should obey laws and rules because this ensures that everything runs smoothly and then there is orderliness and everybody lives in peace and harmony without destruction of lives and properties. Number two, paying taxes. Now, paying taxes is very essential because it helps the government of a nation to be able to provide basic amenities for the citizen like good roads, good hospitals, good schools, and many more. Without us paying our taxes, these basic amenities that are essential for our health and vitality and life, making life smooth for us in general, will not be able to be avoided. So paying taxes are one of the important things we need to do to build our nation. Number three, being honest and hardworking. Nothing makes a nation develop faster than when it has a lot of honest and hardworking people. So that's our own way of being as citizens, by being honest, being truthful in our dealings, being truthful in how we treat others, and can be able to build our nation. And also protecting public property is very essential. The fact that it doesn't is not belongs to us doesn't mean we should treat it, we should mishandle it. We should learn to use public properties appropriately, therefore making it to be less expensive for the government to repair or provide new one, and also making sure every other person also have access to those things. Now we've learned about how to build our nation. Why should we build our nation? When we build our nation, what are the things we stand to gain? Here are a list of them on the screen. One, it promotes peace and unity. Like I said, when you do what's expected of you, there is peace and unity in the community. It encourages development. Through payment of our taxes, being hardworking, our nation tends to develop. Many things tends to go right when people do what's expected of them, and improve standard of living and a better future for everyone. So these and many more are the reasons why we should build our nation. We should build our nation because it's important for us and it's going to help us to live in a place that is developed and effective for an improved standard of living for us. So I hope you've learned a lot in today's class, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next class. A short assignment for you. I need you to list up to 20 more nations around the world that you know of and mention the unique characteristic of this each of these nations you mentioned. I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Bye for now.